Thank you for browsing page 121. Today we're going to dive into the Player's Handbook. We're going to take a look at two spells that are very linked. One's just a stronger version of the other. The first is going to be the Minor Globe of Invulnerability. And it's down here on page 77 of the Player's Handbook. It's a level 4 spell, range is 0, duration's 1 round per level. It's a 10-foot diameter sphere, verbal, somatic, and material components, 4-segment casting time, and no saving throw. This gives you a little globe that surrounds you, 10 foot in all directions. This spell creates a magical sphere around the caster, which prevents any first, second, or third level spells from penetrating. The area of effect of such a spell does not include the area of the Minor Globe of Invulnerability. However, any spells can be cast out of the magical sphere. They pass through from the caster of the globe through the area of effect and to their target without effect upon the globe or the spell. Fourth and higher level spells are not affected by the globe and can be brought down by a Dispel Magic, which is a 3rd level spell. So interesting, there is one 3rd level spell that can affect it. The material component of the spell is a glass or crystal bead. So the idea is you surround yourself with this little force field, and no magical effect can pass into the force field while this globe is in effect, but you can cast out of it. So somebody throws a fireball, let's use a lightning bolt. Somebody throws a lightning bolt directly at you. Your minor globe is going to absorb the lightning bolt, but you can shoot a lightning bolt out and have it not be affected at all by the globe, and the globe not affected by your spell. It will go out to the target. So it's a great advantage for the spellcaster who has put this up. It's a great way to gain immunity to a lot of the more damaging spells. This particular spell is going to take out Fireball, Lightning Bolt, Magic Missile. Those are the big ones at the upper levels. If we go with my 10th level magic user, who's my standard example, when he casts this spell, it'll last for 10 minutes, 1 turn. And he'll be immune to 1st through 3rd level spells, and that would be of any casting. So Cleric, Druid, Magic User, Illusionist, or any other class like Witch or spells by a Naga, anything that would be the equivalent of a 1st through 3rd level spell would be taken out by this protective spell that you have on yourself. I've had people argue that, okay, what about a magic power that's manifest in a character, such as the Death Knight? The Death Knight can manifest a 20 hit dice fireball. So the question became, does the Death Knight's fireball get through the Minor Globe Invulnerability, which is protected against 1st, 2nd, and 3rd level spells? Fireball being the equivalent of a 3rd level spell. And I said no, because the spell, the magic power as triggered by the Death Knight, is a 3rd level spell, Fireball. It is a 3rd level spell, so that it will not penetrate the globe. The globe will remain strong against it. Everything else will be affected by it within the area of effect, but not the person inside the globe. And since 10-foot radius, it could be people inside the globe. Magic User just calls everybody over near him and throws up the force field. I do have that when it first manifests, there is a glow, like the appearance of a force field on a TV show or a movie. And then as you're being hit by spells, so if somebody shoots a magic missile spell at the magic user inside the globe, I have it flash as the magic missile impacts on the shield. So once it gets going, everybody can see there's some kind of barrier between you and the spell that's trying to come in. So then we go to its big brother, which is castable. It's a 6th level spell, so you can cast it when you are 12th level. And its big brother is the Globe of Invulnerability. Again, split between 2 pages. So I'll read the top part here, because they actually cut the description in half. So it's a level 6 spell, Abjuration. Range is 0. Verbal, somatic, material components. Casting time is 1 round. And then coming up here, duration still 1 round per level. A 10-foot diameter sphere, and saving throw is none. So the only real difference is the casting time and in the spell description. This spell is the same as the 4th level Minor Globe Invulnerability, except as regards casting time and for the fact that it prevents the functioning of 1st through 4th level spells from affecting the magic user, while you can cast spells through it, of course. And again, I have it, glow a little bit if somebody's throwing it out. So in this case, now I'm going to be immune to Polymorph Other and a few of those spells. But one question we did have come up at our table is, would this protect me against a wall or an ice storm spell, or it could be a wall of ice blade on its side. So an ice storm spell is a 4th level spell. Would a globe of invulnerability protect me from the ice that rains down? And at my table, the answer was no, it will not protect you, depending on where it's manifested. If it's manifested greater than 10 feet above you, so if it's manifested 20 feet above you, the spell itself just brings in the ice. The ice then falls on the targets. Therefore, the ice itself is not magical once it's there. So by my logic, the non-magical ice just pelting down on you would absolutely harm the person inside the globe of invulnerability, as long as the spell is manifest above the globe itself. If it was manifest, 6 feet above the caster's head, then it would be within the confines of the globe of invulnerability, and my answer would be no, it will not affect it. The same thing with the druid spell Call Lightning. Call Lightning is summoning natural magic down at my table. That natural lightning is not subject to the globe or minor globe of invulnerability, and it's in fact not even subject to magic resistance, because it is a natural bolt of lightning being directed somewhere. That's how we rule it at my table. It's worked really well for us over the years. So you have 2 great spells here. One you can cast at 4th level spells, which is going to be level 7. And then the second, which is slightly more powerful, taking out up to 4th level spells, you can't cast until 12. So I'm usually of a mind that I'll just take the minor globe, and I'll take my chances with a 4th level spell coming in affecting me. It's just how I feel about it. One other spell we did have come up that did cause a problem is web. What about a web spell? He's within the area of effect. The web spell is manifested. It's tried to be manifested within 10 feet of the caster. In that case, no, the web will fail. If it's web manifested outside the 10-foot sphere, the web itself is a physical manifestation, just like the ice. I do allow that to stop somebody within a minor globe or a globe of invulnerability. If they can otherwise not get through the web on their own, then if it's manifested outside the globe and then falls on them, or they go into it somehow, then yes, they are affected by it. So there's a couple of ways around this. It's not by any means a foolproof way, but it's great that you are able to shoot your magic out while denying your opponent an opportunity to shoot his magic in. So there you have it. A great look at 2 great spells. Oh, I do have to add one other thing. Out of the Dungeon Master's Guide, they have little explanations, little deeper dives in. This Dungeon Master Guide was published in 79. The Player's Handbook was published in 78. So these are just little updates, little tweaks to the spells. And if we go to Minor Globe of Invulnerability, the globe gives off a faint shimmering when it forms. 3rd level spells from devices, fireballs, the lightning, for example, will not penetrate the sphere. So a wand of lightning bolts, staff of power, anything that would manifest a fireball, lightning bolt, and if it's not called it differently in the monster's description, then that would count too at my table. The globe will be proof against it. So just an interesting little update on that. It is something we actually had come up at our table, but most of the arguments have come from physical manifestations like Ice Storm and Web, and from monster spell abilities. Are they bothered by this or not? So there you have it. That's all I've got to say today on the Minor Globe of Invulnerability and its big brother, the Globe of Invulnerability. And the irony that both protect you from 1st and 3rd level spells, but can be taken out by a 3rd level Dispel Magic, I think is kind of neat. So let me know what you think. If you've used this at your table and had good results, or is this one that starts a lot of arguments because you used it with us? So please let me know in comments below. Please take a look at the Patreon, see if there's anything you can do to help me out there. And I'll see you next time on page 121.